merch. We all love it. Our human nature nowadays is to fill the empty void with hordes of things that make us happy by participating in the gracious art of copious consumerism. My name is Grapes, and I talk about whatever I want, whenever I want. And I love Five Nights at Freddy's, Splatoon, Sanrio, The Promised Neverland, Toro Inoue, and many, many more interests that I have. And I have a fair share of merch, some more than others, some less than others, mainly because it's so expensive. But anyways, is fan merchandise worth it if it's so expensive, but so mid to low quality? Let's talk about it. More specifically, the controversy between Melanie Martinez, her overpriced merch, and her ridiculous excuses as to why. So if you're not a crazy Melanie fan on TikTok, or not a Melanie fan at all, let me catch you up real quick on who Melanie is. Melanie Martinez is a singer and songwriter who competed on The Voice Season 3 in 2012. She released her Crybaby album in 2015 and got her first wave of popularity right up until there were allegations of rape circling her name in late 2017. These allegations were denied by Melanie, who made her own statement, to which the public was left to their own opinions about the situation, given that there was no proof other than the party's statements. Melanie then went on to release the K-12 album in 2019, which gained much more popularity, and I believe TikTok was the influence for that. Being I remember her songs gaining a lot of traction, even show and tell became a trend. Now we fast forward to 2023 and today. Portals recently came out, and so did a plethora of new merchandise. Compared to Crybaby and K-12 though, it's not great, and this is where I get to my main point. I want to preface this that I am not an outsider looking in or a hater. I have been a fan of Melanie since her Crybaby album came out. Hey, to all my Melanie fans who found her through Cavra, you're all real ones. I love her art and her music, but at the end of the day, I just can't help but feel the ridiculousness of this whole debacle. So, let's put this into perspective. Both Crybaby and K-12 merch were priced from 20 to 50 euros, from what I remember. She was popular, but not super mainstream like she is today. Melanie's most expensive Portal merch, which is the perfumes that she released, was upwards of 256 euros. And let me tell you this, it was not worth the amount of money people were spending on this. Let me show you a video of someone reviewing the perfumes.
This was $275, and I'm not too sure if it was worth it. Let's get into it. The top is rubber and plastic, which is fine. It looks good for what it is. At a distance, up close, you just see all the imperfections. I don't know if anyone else is seeing it, but the hair is not flush to her face. The bottom piece and the bottom of the perfume, the cone-looking part, it's all plastic. If you drop it, it will shatter. The only metal is going to be the tin that it comes in, the box. It's giving popcorn bucket. The perfumes are fine. I don't like the blue one. I'm trying to be more into it because I did pay for them, but I'm not feeling it. Just to give you an idea, this Mimic perfume is 100 milliliters. Those 4 little ones are 60 total, and the Billie Eilish is also 100, and I'm gonna make a part 2 because I feel like I could talk forever.
Like, seriously? That's what's worth $256? Rubber and plastic materials on the head that aren't even well molded and are riddled with imperfections. The bottom piece is also plastic. It is hollow on the inside and it will shatter if dropped. The containers holding the perfumes are 15 US millimeters per 4 little bottle. That's 60 millimeters in total. There are bigger celebrities who have provided more than the little puddle of perfume at a lower price. And now we get into the candles. Melanie had just recently released these egg-themed candles named after the songs in the Portals album. These candles are 105 USD in total. I know people are saying it's about 75 USD, but that is the subtotal. And these people were not happy in the slightest. These candles were made with ceramic and hand-painted, which would give the illusion that these are high quality, but when people got their candles, there was an issue. First of all, these candles were small, like really small. They were half the size of your average mid-sized Yankee candle. Also, some of these candles came in chipped, which is kind of expected with ceramic if you're not careful enough, and some even came fully melted, though from what I know the original poster of this got a full refund, and I kinda get it, sometimes postage can be handsy and not careful with your packages, but you know how I said these were hand-painted? Well, the only part that was hand-painted were the speckles. Yeah, I'm not even joking. The hand-painted part were the speckles. The speckles on the little tiny egg. And the packaging wasn't that good either, it was just a cardboard chest with felts inside of it. The merchandise is so low quality, and for the cost of over $100, it's ridiculous, it's just ridiculous. Even so ridiculous that people were under the comment section of the Instagram posts promoting the candles were saying how much unnecessary the price was for such a low quality.
Melanie, $105 for a candle that doesn't even burn for more than 10 hours?
God damn, girl, are you broke? Why are even the candles so expensive?
It's always eat the rich or end capitalism until your favorite person is doing it, right?
Sadly, you're losing touch of reality, girl.
Melanie, I love you, but $75 for a candle?
Or the artist who wrote the Bakery, Numbers, and Drama Club to be blatantly encouraging mindless consumerism is so...
Melanie, I can't even afford my rent or food. I have to choose between the two. So do most people in the comments. What are you doing, Lumafau?
I love Melanie so much, but these prices are absolutely ridiculous. I buy so much from her, but I feel like it's getting too expensive. Yes, I understand that these are hand-painted and probably great quality, but seriously? Honestly, I would have preferred a cheaper and lower quality one, like a cute glass container. I will always support Melanie's music and everything else, just maybe not her pricing for stuff.
This is totally greedy. These candles at the most should be $20. I get that they are hand-painted, but seriously, why are they $75 to $115? This is absolutely insane, especially since it's only 4.3 ounces. I know people will say, just don't buy them then, but it's still unfair for the people who buy them. Have a great day/night.
Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Melanie. I love her art, her aesthetic. Hell, I even love some of her merchandise. But it's true, she is just another capitalist at this point. I completely agree with how people are calling her greedy or how she's losing touch with reality. I agree wholeheartedly. But with people's outrage over the candles, Melanie has responded with how her merch is costing so much was because she's in debt, which I don't believe it. And I'm surprised people are believing it. Like, no? No! She's a multi-millionaire and her net worth is estimated to be about $11.21 million US. She gets money from how many people listen to her music on Spotify, Apple Music, etc. Monetized YouTube channels get $1 per view, and she has over 4 billion views as I'm writing this. And adding on to the amount of money she gets from her shows and her merch, I don't believe it. I just don't believe that she's in debt. It sounds like a lie so she can continue charging such high prices for literally everything, which is ironic because she wrote songs like Show and Tell, Numbers, The Principal, The Bakery, songs made to shit on our country and the exploitative measures it takes to constantly make sure second-class citizens stay poor. And I'm not even surprised that the people, mainly kids and young teens, who are defending her for charging so much and saying she's in debt are the same people who can afford to throw away $250 on such low-quality products and just buy it again if it breaks. Them saying how it isn't her fault that people who can't buy these things are poor. But let's be honest, if Melanie being in debt was true, which I don't believe honestly, I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. It isn't our fault that she can't make good financial decisions and expect us to literally drop money for her like she's the fucking Catholic Church. Maybe spend it more on making higher quality merchandise than just wasting it all on making fancy ass promotional ads that are selling said merchandise and are gonna end up damaged when they arrive. And are we literally forgetting that she made NFTs? Something that is known to be bad for the growth of artists and also strips energy from third world countries. Something that Melanie's supposedly advocating against? You can argue that her management team forced her to make these NFTs, but honestly, how are we supposed to believe her word at this point? Melanie is in debt. Never mind the fact that she's selling her retreat in LA for $2.85 million. Never mind the fact that at the end of the day, we don't know Melanie. We don't know if her words are true. Don't get me wrong. Despite my opinion that she is lying, I truly don't know that for sure. But considering how she is going against her management team, selling low quality merch for such an inflated price, I can't help but feel like she is not as genuine as she or others claim she is. But blindly following her based on her word is just not what you do with such a huge celebrity like her. And I think we should know by now to not take famous people at face value and trust every single word people say. I've pretty much said all of my final thoughts in the last segment, so I'm just going to give a small explanation of what Melanie fans should do if you agree with the thoughts in this video. If you still want to support her, that's completely fine. I still support her despite saying I think her recent stunts are super ridiculous and go against the type of person she claims she is. Not greedy, advocates against the exploitation of the working class. And if you disagree, that's fine too. But don't be like eat the rich and believe what a celebrity says about their financial situation at face value. At the end of the day, this video is entirely opinion based. And I like hearing other people's opinions on situations like this. You can do what you want with your money. Listen to whatever you want. Like what you like, as long as it's not breaking the laws of your area. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, or do all. Either way, it helps a lot. I'd like to thank the people who voiced in my video. You should check them out, they're pretty cool. And they'll be in the description. That's it for me. I'm tired, and I want to go play Roblox Innovation Incorporated Thermal Power Plant. Have a great day, or night, and go, take a shower!